is CBS.
It's all right, Sharon. It's me. It's me. It's Duncan. It's all right.
Are you still there?
Where's my wife?
You sound tired. Did you have a bad night?
What do you think? Are you gonna tell me what you want or what?
Patience, all in good time. By the way, just so you know, tracing this call would be a waste of your time. So,
I don't know what you're talking about.
it doesn't matter. I'll call you again tonight, after dark, to tell you exactly what I want you to do. So until then...
No!
No what?
We're not gonna talk again until you show me proof that Lily's all right. That she's still alive. Did you hear what I said?
I'll think about it. I see what I can, dig up.
As the world turns. Brought to you today by Comet Liquid Gel Plus Cleaner. When others can't cut it, Comet can.
And then the rest wasn't hard to figure out. But I was surprised to find you here.
Oh, yeah, well, I was locked up with Shannon here all night long, and poor thing, she was just terrified.
Oh, no,
Terrified.
no, it wasn't that bad. Just the passage door got shut and closed, and I couldn't find the secret panel in the dark to open it, but I'm sure I would have once the sunlight streamed in, and so everything just turned out fine. And now, here we are, in this room, where you've tucked away all the mementos from our life together. It's as if you knew that this moment would happen for us someday. And it has. So once Tom gets that hearing, and we can straighten out all that other stuff, we can start back on our life together.
Well, it's not that simple, Lassie. Tom and the immigration people need medical records to prove that you're not carrying any contagious diseases.
Well, can't they get that information from Memorial?
Yes, they can, but you have to go down there in person and sign a release. So why don't you come with me? And...
No, I am not going to let those people lock me up. And if you try to take me back there, I'm just going to find another place to hide.
Shannon, would you be reasonable?
Duncan, look, I think we'd better really take it easy with her. I think it's obvious she doesn't want anyone to know that she really was scared to death being locked up in this room last night.
All right, listen, you can stay here for the time being. It's probably best anyway. It's safer. All hell's broken loose out on the mainland.
What do you mean? What happened?
Well, Hans, the terrorist, he's played his hand. Apparently, he's kidnapped Lily. And I'm not so sure he's going to stop there.
I'm sorry I missed that FBI call about Hans. I'd do anything to be there to bring him down.
The unit I dispatched should be there any second. Though I doubt Hans will be sitting at that phone booth waiting for him. Or anywhere else that he's holding Lily.
If we could only find Lily's car, at least that'd be a place to start. You know, right now it's like a needle in a haystack.
And to make that worse, we're short-handed.
Yep. Crime Commission sure picked a hell of a time to call Margot to D.C.
Tell me about it. I wouldn't mind Munson's input on this either. I'll be in my office.
Okay. Oakdale PD, Officer Snyder.
Caleb, it's me.
Holden, what do you want?
What do you think I want? There's nothing new on Lily or Hans, and even if there were, I can't just give out privileged information to anybody who calls up.
Stop being such a jerk. You know I'm not just anybody.
No, I also know that Lily is no longer your wife.
I am the one who's out looking for leads. What are you and Damien doing?
Just exactly what are you doing anyway, or shouldn't I ask?
I'm on Old Route 6. I'm looking for Lily's car.
Let it go, Holden. Go to work and let the police do their job.
If you ask me, I think you guys can use all the help you can get.
Okay, great. You've got all the answers. That's perfect. That's just fine. But hear this. If you do find Lily's car, you call me or someone else here at the station before you do something stupid. You understand?
Under no circumstances... Holden. Damn it.
Caleb. Hi, sweetheart.
Mama, what do you want?
Oh, I just thought it would help us sitting at home. Is there any news at all?
Well, Hans called Damien back just a little while ago. We got a tap on the call, but it wasn't enough. We need more. And I wish you could get through to Holden. He's out cowboying around, looking for Lily and Hans.
Well, he came by and said he was going to go out and do that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he wants to be a hero, but he could get a lot of people hurt. He could get himself killed and Lily. Thank you. Excuse me.
Okay. I probably should have discouraged Holden when he came by earlier.
Yeah, but he has to do something, and I'm sure he wouldn't risk his life or Lily's.
Ned, you don't know him. You don't know my son. I mean, he's irrational. And he loves Lily so much that I think if he came face to face with somebody who was able to harm Lily, I just don't know what he would do.
I'm still not sure forcing Hans to show us proof Lily's still alive was the right thing to do.
Look, we've dealt with cases like this. Sometimes the proof they send can give us clues to the victim's whereabouts.
You want to explain that?
Well, let's say it comes wrapped in something that's covered with a particular kind of dust, or it has a certain odor. Anything that the forensics team can latch onto to help pinpoint a specific area. Something in the background of a picture that's a tip-off.
And if it isn't?
Then at least we've bought ourselves some more time.
But we're not doing anything with it. We just sit around here and wait. We don't even know where she was when he abducted her.
Well, at least we know she was somewhere between here and Luther's Corners.
How do we know that?
It's right here in the morning paper. An unnamed source says as Mrs. Grimaldi was last seen at Luther's Corners and was reported to be en route to her husband's yacht at the marina.
This is the first time I heard that. Where did this information come from?
You know as much as we do.
Damien, this is not absolute proof that it was...
Hold.
I thought I'd reached the happiness threshold with my bath bar. Then I got the wake-up call. Oil of Olay bath bar.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
What? Why was Lily's car found several hours ago and I'm just now hearing about it?
Procedure. There was nothing you could do about it anyway.
What, if anything, was found in the car?
Nothing we could find. We had it towed so that the forensic team could look it over.
Where was it found?
It was found in the junkyard by the railroad tracks.
Railroad? That means he could have taken her somewhere.
Very unlikely. I doubt that he could smuggle her aboard a train without anyone noticing. No, I think it was a ruse. Just another way to twist the knife to keep us off balance.
But we still don't know anything that we did before.
Cugino, let's go for a ride. You need to get out of here.
I can't leave Eduardo.
I think your cousin is right, Mr. Grimaldi. Go. Hans said he wouldn't call back until after dark.
And we trust him to keep his word?
We have no choice. Come on. The air will do you good.
The only thing that will do me good is to have Lily back here safe and sound. Hey, I'm gonna check in every half hour. You better keep me posted.
Damn, it's been hours since Lily's kidnapping hit the news. So help me, if anything happens to her because Damien went and blabbed to the media, he's going to be very sorry.
Well, it's not that surprising that Hans has managed to elude us. He's ruthless, he's clever, he's a survivor. He's managed to outwit people all over the world.
Well, you make it sound like there's no hope of getting Lily back.
Well, I don't mean to, but maybe that'll be his downfall. He won't understand what kind of an experienced team we have after him.
Oakdale PD, Officer Schneider.
Look, I know how worried you all are, but there's really nothing else you can do here. Everybody's working as hard as they can.
You know, I'd be more inclined to believe that if you hadn't arrested the wrong suspect in the Lafferty case and then just let it go at that.
Excuse me, too.
Get a drink of water. You destroyed her, an innocent 19-year-old. Do you know what she did after you got through with her? She slit her wrists. And now she doesn't even talk anymore. She just sits in her hospital room and stares at the wall. And I'm gonna make you pay if it's the last thing I do.
Tom, can I speak to you a sec?
Sure.
I just wanted to make double sure that information I told you about Lily will be kept confidential.
Gave you my word, didn't I?
Yeah, but Cal said that Damien was asking about the undisclosed source in the City Times.
Well, Damien can ask all the questions he wants. You pass that information on to us confidentially. That's the way it's going to stay.
Hello, Bob.
Ah, Dr. Rose. There he is.
There he is.
See you later.
Hello.
Hello, John. I thought you were going to go home after our little talk.
I thought you were, too.
Well, I am going home, but I had to locate Dr. Hill to give him my findings on Mr. Shank.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Shank is still Hill's patient, after all.
Oh, I thought maybe you might have had a change of heart.
John, I think that Dr. Hill is perfectly capable of doing the surgery.
No, I mean a change of heart about working here rather than at St. Joe's.
I'm really very flattered. Well, I'm happy at St. Joe's.
I see. Well, if you haven't had a change of heart, have you had your lunch?
No, I haven't.
Well, good. Then perhaps we can have lunch together in the cafeteria. My treat.
Again?
Yeah.
I have to make some calls first.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you do that?
Okay.
I'll pack my things up and I'll meet you at the cafeteria and I'll give you all the good reasons why you should be working here rather than at St. Joe's.
Has anyone ever told you sometimes you can be overwhelming?
I doubt seriously if I could overwhelm you into anything. Unless, of course, you wanted me to.
I'm going to make those phone calls. See you at lunch.
Ah, Dr. Hill.
I'd like a word with you, John.
Yeah, about what?
Dr. Rose and one of my patients, Mr. Schenk.
Yes. Now, have you read her thoughts on
Not
the
yet,
case?
but I don't want to...
When you do, I think the two of us should talk, all right?
They found Lily's car? Where?
In the junkyard, down by the railroad tracks. They're searching the area right now.
Hans wouldn't be stupid enough to leave Lily's car anywhere near where he was keeping her.
That's you, the expert on Hans, right?
No, Andy. It's just that Lily was headed towards the marina. The City Times said so.
Yes. But that's an undisclosed source, Courtney. Okay, we don't know if that's true or not. Why are you getting so worked up about this?
No, why, Andy? It is so frustrating not being able to help. I feel so cut off, so useless.
Not useless, safe. Now listen to me. I'm going to be here at the station for a while. Quite a while. So if you can hitch a ride back to Mom and Bob's, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. I love you.
Love you too. Bye. Marina.
No eating cookies on duty.
Oh, this isn't a cookie. It's a fat-free Newton.
You mean fruit and cake?
I mean moist and chewy.
And fat-free, you say? I'll give it a try.
While you're on duty, you don't.
I'll polish your boots for you.
A cookie is just a cookie, but fat-free Newtons are fruit and cake.
Nabisco. You're gonna eat chicken, you're gonna really eat chicken.
This is outrageous.
It's delicious.
The Colonel's Rotisserie Gold.
It's made on a rotisserie.
And they marinate it in all of these spices and herbs. And that's why it has so much flavor.
This is good chicken. So good that if you don't love the taste, we'll give you your money back, guaranteed.
You get your money back if you don't like it. So what do we have to lose? Let's go.
The Colonel's Rotisserie Gold, only at one place.
KFC.
KFC.
KFC, you know it.
We're KFC. We do chicken right.
You know the feeling, that realization that your cold is really the flu. And all you can do now is take Theraflu. Hot relief from your miserable symptoms. Maximum strength Theraflu in nighttime or new daytime non-drowsy. It's tougher than the toughest flu.
Women tell me if they could afford it, they would only buy professional hair products. I tell them buy Tresemme. Tresemme gives you salon quality without the expensive salon price. Beautiful.
Professional, affordable. Tresemme.
Well, the reason I didn't want you to bring the shipment over now is because I really just didn't want to put everything out until next month. That's all, even though I knew it was coming in.
Sorry, that was probably on the message you left me also.
Yeah.
Look, Barbara, I should be straight with you. I was late at the factory last night, but I never made it home, like I said. See, while I was there, I noticed the same car driving around the block several times, and it looked a little suspicious to me.
You called the police, didn't you?
No, I decided to just stay there and keep an eye out the window with the lights off for a while. I stayed there looking for about a couple hours until about 3 in the morning. The car never came back, but I ended up just crashing on the sofa in my office.
Good Lord, Gregory, talking about above and beyond the call.
Now, I don't want to alarm you or your husband, but I know you do work late at the factory some nights, and I just think that you ought to exercise a little bit of caution. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm really kind of tired. Do you mind if I knock off early today?
No, please, be my guest.
Thanks.
Take the day off.
There's no need to worry about the merchandise or about me. I can take care of myself. Okay?
Okay.
Cam, I'm just so happy you came by.
Me too. I gotta get back to the station, so I'll see you later.
Take care.
Thanks, Hal. Bye-bye.
Oh, Dawn, I missed our early morning cup of tea today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was in a hurry.
I hope it had nothing to do with Tom.
Why do you say that?
Well, I just know that you have a very busy life. You have to think about Jerry, and you have this job here. I'm concerned that maybe you're stretching yourself a little too thin, trying to take care of Tom and the boys while Margot's away.
Really, everything is fine. Excuse me, I've got a lot to do.
Bye.
Bye, Kim.
Joel, for heaven's sake.
Joel!
I want
Hey, Hal.
any word about Lily?
No, I'm afraid not yet. Sorry. But I'd like a word with you, Hal.
Yeah, you bet. Excuse me. What's up?
You heard that Margot's been delayed in D.C.?
Yeah.
So, what do I have to do to convince you to come back on the force to take her place? Just temporarily.
Oh,
Hal,
Joel.
Hal, I know that you were working here with Barbara, but this is a big case and a very important one. Lily Grimaldi's life is on the line here. This guy, Hans, he is a pro. We can't even afford the tiniest mistake, so we need all the pros we can get on our side. So, come on. Put the old shield back on, just help us nail this scum. What do you say?
Great. Yeah, great. Over an hour, I've come up with Zip. And he's gonna get a real kick out of that one. Lily.
Any tear-free shampoo is okay for your baby.
Not my baby.
Just because a shampoo claims to be tearless, that doesn't mean it has Johnson's patented No More Tears formula. It's as gentle to eyes as pure water. No wonder more hospitals use it.
There we go.
Johnson's Baby Shampoo. Because your baby is all that matters.
When it comes from you, there is never a question of trust. Your breast milk is best for your baby. But what if you needed a formula? Who would you trust then? You can trust Gerber. It's patterned after breast milk. And there simply is no better formula for your baby's nutrition. Gerber baby formulas. If it doesn't come from you, shouldn't it come from Gerber?
How do they do it? How does Color Tile always beat our prices?
Look at this, boss. 40, 50, 60% price cuts.
How do they do it?
Find out at Color Tile's in-store presidential clearance. DuPont Stainmaster Plus $9.99 installed. Congolium, every pattern on sale. Ceramic tile up to 60% off. Wood parquet, 32 cents. Wall covering, $2.99. Mini blinds and verticals, buy one, get three free. Color Tile's in-store presidential clearance. 40, 50, 60% price cuts. Sale ends Monday.
How do they do it?
She says she left her lights on all day.
Who gives you free emergency service if your battery ever needs a jump start? You're all set now. The Die Hard. Only at Sears. We're driven to satisfy.
Lots of cereals have prizes inside the box. Now Total, our prize is the whole box. That's right, a free box of whole grain Total. Crispy flakes rich in calcium. Look for mail-in certificates on specially marked boxes. But hurry, they're going fast.
Why is most of what I like is bad for me.
John, I really do need to talk to you.
What about?
I think you know. I had a patient until you decided to go outside Memorial to be treated for cancer. And now my patient wants the same doctor our chief of staff here picked. Especially since you asked Dr. Rose to give him her 2-cent second opinion.
Now, wait a minute, Doctor.
I'd say that's a direct conflict of interest on your part. Dr. Rose is not on staff here. And I want to tell you for the record that I will take it personally and professionally if she decides to take on the Schenk case.
And what if she already has?
And I have to say that I seriously question your decision-making ability, John, especially under the circumstances.
What are you referring to,
I'm referring to your obvious attraction to Dr. Rose's bedside manner. Now, if I have to, I'll take this matter up with the acting chief of staff.
If I don't get satisfaction from him, I'll go to the Board of Ethics.
John, I'd like you to do me a favor. You know Shannon's still in hiding. I know where she is. She's all right. But she doesn't want to turn herself into immigration because she's afraid they're going to take her into custody.
Yeah, well, I can certainly understand that, but what does it have to do with me?
Well, immigration needs proof that she's not carrying any contagious diseases. So I thought if you could give me a copy of her medical records, I could go down...
I'd like to help you out on this, Duncan. I'd like to help her out, too. But I must tell you, there is a law about this. And that is that those records cannot be released until I have a written statement from the patient saying that it's all right.
Come on, John. This would be completely on the QT. You know, Shannon,
Perhaps I can help you, gentlemen. Listen, John. Here are the clothes I borrowed from you. I'm sorry I couldn't get them dry cleaned first. Oh, and listen, give Lisa back her coat, all right?
Yeah, I will.
I will meet you in your office, and you can give me that stupid release to sign, all right? We'll be done with this.
Listen, don't you get involved with this. I'll handle it, okay? Certainly is nice having her back, isn't it? She's quite a pistol. Listen, what are you and Kim going to be doing for dinner this evening?
I have no idea. Why?
Would you like to meet me at the Mona Lisa? Say about 7 o'clock. I'm buying.
What's the occasion?
No, I'm alive.
Tom, Joel wants to see you right away.
My way.
Well, I think I'll stretch my legs and hit the road.
Okay, Carol, I'll call you if anything happens. Okay. Bye-bye. See you later.
Poor Damien. I bet he's going with every happy memory he has of Lily. In case the worst happens. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be morbid. I'm just thinking about my heart attack and all the memories of you went through my mind.
Damien, any news yet? No. Listen, I know you must be thinking the worst, but,
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. In my heart, I know Lily's all right. I know she'll come back to me.
We belong together, Lily. We can't let anything come between us. Never again.
Game's over, little girl.
In her quest for a gold, world-class skater Nancy Kerrigan always eats plenty of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. You see, a meal with chicken noodle replenishes nutrients and helps give her the energy to keep going. In fact, it helps give her so much energy, she's thinking of pursuing some other sports, too. Campbell's.
You're late. You want to call home, but something about that phone tells you using your card could be a problem. Are you going to get blocked? Are you going to get overcharged?
I think not.
Now there's a new way to get through. Just dial 1-800-CALL-ATT. It makes any card work from any phone, anytime. Try it now and save 20%.
Your true voice.
My husband's a dentist. He tells people to use a mixture of baking soda and peroxide for their teeth and gums.
New Mentadent is the only fluoride toothpaste with baking soda and peroxide all in one.
You can feel it working. The tingling oxygen bubbles. Mentadent. It's a powerful toothpaste.
Between your shower and this, you need this. FDS Feminine Deodorant Spray. It's hypoallergenic. Clinically proven safe and gentle. Stay fresh and dry every day. FDS. Make it your second deodorant.
You knew I was following you, didn't you?
Of course. Nowhere to go and nowhere to run. And you were so close to finding your little friend.
Where is Lily? What have you done with her?
The lonely lady.
What?
A boat. It's nothing much to look at, but it has a wonderful view of the Valletta.
Why are you doing this?
The little detective who asks so many questions has such keen eyes. But now, it's time to close them permanently.
What happened to Mom and Ned?
I talked them into going back to the farm.
I heard they brought Lily's car in.
Yeah.
I was thinking I could take a picture for the City Times, ask anyone who saw it around the rail yard that day if they could come forward.
Okay, Andy, you're gonna have to talk to Joel about that. Go on back.
Yeah?
I'll be there in a sec.
Thank you.
Caleb, before you go, do you know anything about this undisclosed source who saw Lily?
Damien, no one up high is talking. I asked Mom if it was her. She said no. Listen, don't worry about it, okay? I'll be out in a minute.
Still nothing? You better hope that you didn't make a big mistake by going public with this.
I did what I believed was best for my wife. Now hold it, tell me the truth. Were you with Lily the day she was kidnapped?
When it comes to great taste in Eggo waffles, nobody likes them more than Dan Marley, except maybe his longtime rival, B.J. Armstrong. Dan knows B.J. loves that golden Eggo crispness. B.J. knows Dan loves that delicious Eggo taste. Only thing they didn't know was how much Marty Dawson loves him.
Hey, there go my Eggo!
Eggo waffles, the part of a good breakfast that's just too much fun to let go.
Looking for this?
Did Victoria marry her brother? Soap Opera Digest has the story. Get the scoop on Young and Restless, plus Soap's best weddings, the latest news, gossip, and cast changes, and which episodes you can't afford to miss. America's #1 soap magazine. Get Soap Opera Digest today.
Nothing's worse than a congested, dry, irritated nose. That's why there's new Afrin Extra Moisturizing Nasal Spray. Afrin works 4 times faster than the leading cold tablet. Plus, it soothes and relieves. Afrin, because you shouldn't have to wait to breathe.
Room service.
Ooh, cappuccino.
New Italian cappuccino from General Foods International Coffees.
Delicious. Like that time in Italy when we met.
Yeah, you wanted to come over to my table.
I just wanted your cappuccino.
Well, you got it. Rich, creamy tasting coffee with the flavor of Italy. So you just love me for my cappuccino?
Can you blame me?
Celebrate the moments of your life. New Italian cappuccino.
Tanya Harding arrives in Norway, and the stage is set for an Olympic skating showdown unlike any other. Will Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya practice at the same time? Will their performances be affected by all the controversy? Connie Chung reports from Lillehammer tonight on the CBS Evening News, where your world comes together.
You gotta love a guy who follows his dreams.
It's always been your dream to own your parents' farm.
It's not a farm, it's a ranch. See anything growing out there? Tom, coming March 2nd to CBS.
Gloves by Phones Brothers. Tuxedos by Raffinati. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.